We've done it already. But stats wise, I mean, sorry, esports, they do have that, favored numbers for their side. So LV Puck definitely, they still have a lot of things to prove. The process, though, we are still waiting. Just looking at the players here in regards to their preparation. Man, Felito can't stop looking at the camera, bro. He knows what's up.
He knows. He loves the spotlight, and he's given himself enough spotlight to put Stalwart Esports in the board. Nobody really thought Stalwart Esports will be the #1 team in MSP, even in the whole Garena region after all. But his presence alone has given this team, some sort of mentality. If you trace it back to what happened on the Team Star Magic match, they were down 0-2, Warden. And again, I don't know what kind of magic words he was able to activate there, but that team won 3 straight maps in order to reverse comeback and also defeat Elevate moving forward today on the upper bracket.
Absolutely. Viva la vida, baby. Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this matchup right here. I mean, we're waiting. We're waiting. We've seen Zampis. We've seen Paulitao. We're waiting for Olea to pop in, at least maybe a little bit, just to see how the coach will try to play this. Because again, Warden, it's not just about the players here that you're talking about, right? It's also about the coach and what kind of ideas do they want to bring in the team. If you know what kind of map to pick for your team to increase their odds of winning, obviously, you're going to need to rely on your coach to just kind of weigh on that. And looking into what Paulitao was saying earlier, right, he was holding a map. He had himself an Apocalypse map, so not really sure how that one got through. Maybe Stalwart Esports just really want to play that map. Maybe they prepared something about it.
Yeah, because they're probably thinking as well, okay, we're checked out in Combine, we're checked out in Hacienda. Maybe we could probably definitely try to bring in Apocalypse this time around, and I don't think it's a bad choice though. I mean, after all, you guys are now here in part of the World Championship, and it's not a bad idea to try to widen the map, and now looking like the players are now going to be gearing up here for the action. And just like that, as we get to see, yep, the map pool is going to be Apocalypse Hardpoint, Tanisha Search and Destroy, Raid Control, Slums Hardpoint, Fire and Raid Search and Destroy, and Crossfire Control.
So we got no Combine. Elevate will proceed to ban that one out of the way. And Standoff will be taken out as well. Stalwart will be banning Hacienda. That's the key map for the side of Elevate. And Akuro tried to get that one away. Maybe not a map that they really shine on the most. And also, how Elevate PJ perform on that map is just truly something else. So we get to see this next map up ahead, right? STE will be starting this best of 7 with a +1 map advantage. So it will be 1-0 to start the day off. And STE only needs to win 3 maps to become the Garena Regional Champions. But if you're Elevate, you want to go in for the sweep here, right? You want to go in with 4 map wins. You gotta win 4, not 3, to be able to become the champion of this tournament. And looking into the map right now, we got Apocalypse Hardpoint, Tunisia S&D, Raid Control, and a Slums Hardpoint. So we go the long distance again, followed up by Slums Hardpoint is Firing Range and Crossfire Control.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty long map, long range of maps here. It's been a while since I've actually casted a best of 7. I know you did as well on Green Masters 9, but whew, let's see what's going to be the whereabouts here for these squads. Apocalypse Hardpoint, let's start off with this here, Callie. I mean, talk to me about Apocalypse Hardpoint between these 2 squads.
I mean, right now, man, I'm just really laid back right now because I know for sure I'm already content on what I am seeing from these 2 squads. Obviously, they want to fight for that #1 spot, but I know for sure we are in good hands in the world stage this year, and it can only go it can only get better over time, right? Because again, you're not going to be fighting no old gamers. You ain't fighting no WL in that world championship. You're just fighting, just fighting. I would say teams that has got literally got a lot of tournaments going on around the region. So you got a lot more experience competitively, and with you being joined there by China, by India, as well as Japan, those are really going to be your key marquee matchups, along with the #1 from EU, Africa, LATAM, as well as the boys from North America.
Yeah, I mean, coming down, take a look at the World Championship competition, and so far, I mean, we really have a confirmation for Latin America with Galores and Amigos alongside Street Gaming actually making it to play. And earlier on today's run, if I'm not mistaken, Javolis actually made it for the side of Japan as well. And hands down, Garena, we got Elevate alongside STE. For India, it's definitely going to be looking to be pretty much solidified there for set of Soul and Godlike. For Europe, it's a bit of a toss-up there for Animus and Exclusive. For Africa, Paradox and Instinct definitely going to try to run for that as well. And for North America, you know, there's currently the top 4 remaining there. You got NGS, I mean, FANA alongside the Rejects, TLE alongside Unmythic and Dream. And for China, it's a bit of a curveball there in China, but hey, fortunately, we got the greenness action here up ahead once again. We are now transitioning to Apocalypse Hardpoint here, Callie. We've seen a lot of things happen inside of this map here, but fortunately, it is now here at the grand finals of Stage 4 of the Green region.
I can't wait to see how this one happened, because the last time I saw Balitao play Apocalypse was with Galoris back in the 2024 World Champion.
Bring it up.
What was the score? 57-50 was the scoreline. So maybe a little bit of a redemption here, as he got more talent in terms of playing a elevate style of hardpoint. So here we go. Our first match of the grand final between STE and Elevate now is live. Apocalypse Hardpoint. Here we go.
Here we go, let's get it on. So far, the first blood here is going to go and lie upon the players of Elevate. Park, Pull, Kalo, Yopi gets one for themselves. But it's going to be Jai actually getting a double here on the secret side. But much more over. Big old push from side of Elevate Puck, enough to force down and flip around the spawns for a moment or so. But now STE should be able to get the definition.
STE Reeve, again, going to be a key player when it comes to playing this hard point. Elevate, definitely, this is one of the signature maps, and just a map that really, you couldn't really single out what kind of play, because it's really chaotic. Spawns are always spliffing here and there. And for Elevate, right, they thrive in hills and in maps where they can really just hoard around the point, and so far, it's been pretty scrappy here. STE doing a great job keeping this hard point contested.
Yeah, so far, able to get the stack up. Now they're going to be sending out Yoki as well to go for the cut there on the gold bars, and so far, long-term investments from the side of Elevate Puck does seem to go to waste, as Jai is going to be able to get a kill as well. So, hey, not bad of a start here for the side of Elevate Puck, but they got to start worry about the formation here on the Speed 2, which Sour Esports looking to solidify.
Oh no, the break just happened right before the hardpoint opens up, so FDX needs to step up here to get this kill right through the parkour, but he falls. And Kalo now on the route. Reef needs to hold it down with his teammates to shut down the push on the temple side, so there will be no spawn coming through that. And look at STE number 1. That is going to be, I believe, Clove trying to cut off the mid, but when he starts to play that, now the spawns have started to flip. Number 4 in yellow, that is going to be Susano, will be spawning on the temple side, but when he dies, his team gets the reset back right through that before. But again, you're expecting a bit more performance coming here for STE, and they already do so by having their early rotation, and with this War Machine coming through for Jai, this is going to make things a little bit harder for Elevate to push around the hill.
You know, War Machine probably the strongest operator here on this Apocalypse map, and so far rightfully wielded by the side of Jai. Runs out though, able to whip out the XM4, and Reef with a Sparrow finds PJ, Kalo, and Sasono as well. Force Reef for the side of Reef, the Indonesians breaking up here inside of this map.
And remember, Reef is the main OBJ player. He's going to be the key to make sure that the hard point is going to be soaked up here by STE. Now, Elevate, again, will be able to make that break. I mean, they lost out on their early rotation onto P2. They could not break it through the front. They tried with their operators, but really come off no value. So they're relying and banking onto getting this P3 right here, where they have the early rotation.
Big ol' equalizer there, but Clove is only going to be good for 2. PJ's still going to be sustaining the Tempest away. And will be able to go on a spree. Kalo on the feet as well, finds a double for himself. PJ connects with the last shot with a Tempest. And that's going to be enough here to push back the players of Stalwart Esports now. There's going to be a pitch to be offered here for Side of Skirt. Nobody to that machine. Good for 1, good for 2. And that's going to be a break, but the Freddy flies in. But it's not going to be enough for them to sustain the hard point.
I mean, beautiful play there for Skirt again to cut off the play around the point. Now that machine just really buy time for ST to stabilize around the hill now. And Reef and Clove again, the Indonesia double trouble will combine for 28 kills so far. That SMG has been working, and they have been putting up quite a fight to shutting down Elevate with their horde style defense inside of the hill.
So far, remarkable performance here from the side of Stalwart Esports, able to just play all scrappy and ensure that the scrap time does go towards their side. The Preddy flies in here for the side of Reef, and able to get the hop up as well, finds PG away in this last 5 seconds for the name of STE will be claimed over here on his P3. Now, P4 is going to be opening up, the players of Elevate Puck are going to be solidified inside of the hill, but Tree players going to wrap around as well. They're going to try to flip out the spawns of Elevate Puck.
Yeah, Yopi and the crew now definitely trying to put in a bit more points, but again, survival on the point is not been really looking good for them. I mean, you got some operator value here for Kalo, but nothing really comes out after this, right? You got STE once again able to break through from a pinch play, and STE will now be back inside the hill.
Pushing in here, 90 to 64 so far. Dramatic change of the pacing. So far, a bit of a 50-50 battle, but Elevate Puck does have another leeway once again to rack up the points now here inside of the hard point. Connor cutting off things here from the front side, but can't sustain his slap, only good for one elimination. Hill on Rubbles, able to get one as well. And that's going to be enough to push back the players of Sour Esports, but STE is not doing too shabby as well, to ensure that Elevate Puck doesn't get a full 60.
I mean, should they get this last 10 seconds? We're looking at a tight game that we got here heading into the P1 reset. STE definitely putting up a bit more fight on a Apocalypse signature map here by Elevate. So that's already going to be a great sign of the time that Elevate definitely have now been catched on here by STE. Clove again with 20 kills, Reef with 25, and they've been really dominating this SMG battle in this close range. And now moving forward, STE is going to have the favorable spawn, and you can see Elevate just trying to flip that one away by taking the parkour.
Pushing through now here, back to the reset on towards P1, and so far, early in congestion there for instead of STE, but Elevate Puck, they've washed him all away. And now Kendi's going to be there on the top side of Clip, going to be able to get the War Machine rocking in. The Tempest is going to be out. PJ good for 2 elimination. That much is going to be out as well here for instead of Fasano, but can we get the read here off towards FPX, but fortunately, PJ goes on a burner, 5 spree, 6 spree to his name.
I mean, you talk about hunger, and you always talk about PJ's Tempest, always coming out a lot of value on it. And then in that regard, right, you're able to soften out the defense inside of the point. And again, STE, that might be the first time that we just saw them get actually flushed out in the whole gunfight department. Elevate looking a bit more steady now on the approach. As we move on towards that P2, PJ already got an EMP system in his hands, and that will come in handy as we get the P2 opening up in just 8 seconds.
125 to 95 here. Pretty marginal gap now here, led by the players of the Red Rebellion. Player 2 though, Rift's going to be spawning out, and we will be able to find one player across. And now it's going to be player 4 and player 2 from the set of Elevate Puck here spawning out here on outside of the window side. And that's going to be the players of Sour Esports here taking the spawns. But the question is though, can they get the break inside of the hard point?
Oh no, I mean, they got the temple spawn number 3. That skill already shut down, and here comes the Jai operator, the War Machine. We've been looking for it to find a lot of kills, and there it goes, just enough to make the break into point. It's gonna try to continue to extend out and play for space for his teammates, but that soon would be cut off. And STE will try to break this through the front. They're really fast on the cycling inside of the point, which is really impressive because this chaotic style of play, it takes a while for teams to get used to it, but STE has gotten full control around it, even contesting this P2 despite of being in the least favorable spawns.
Yeah, STE truly living off the pacing here though, but only gonna be settling down for a scrap time once again. Reef here inside, still fighting for his life. Good for 1, 2, 3, 4 elimination, making the 5th and the 6th, but no Kalo beats him to it. Scrap time still. Last 3 seconds, gonna go through the set of Elevate Puck, but the early rotation will not actually accumulate to anything at all. PJ once again here with a Tempest, good for another to his name.
I mean, he's just trying to just help this team get the win, that's all. He's just being a team player, and again, finding these skills, making the Tempest look like an annihilator is just insane. Elevate, again, starting things off with their operator value, finding a lot of kills, but again, not enough to completely reset STE spawns. There's still one guy lurking around the sandbags, and Kalo will be able to sort that one out. Jai will be there to make the play inside of the point, but he gets shut down by Clove, who makes the push inside of the hill. STE now back inside of the hill.
160 to 123 here so far. Looking to get back on track. There's going to be a 4-man hold here inside of the hill for the side of STE. Elevate Puck here on the passenger seat. And now they look to try to get the break here, but STE so far, extra efforts for them to really claim this one all through. Soaking up the hill. A bit of stalemate now here inside, but STE to hop himself back in. FTX good for 1 elimination before he goes down. 140 to 160 here, right around 20-point lead for the side of Elevate Puck.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about PJ slaying, but look at the other guy on STE. That's Reef with 38. That's a +2 kill difference right now for him. So if he continues to really light things up here, STE is in good hands, but this P4, you kind of need the favorable spawns, and right now Elevate's kind of holding that, and this War Machine is really going to deal a lot of damage if we don't see any of those operators get the breakthrough from STE right through the temple.
You got a Death Machine towards the back, a War Machine inside of the hill, and that's going to be Susano here patrolling the Cubby side, but Clove here walks on by. Good for 1 by Yopi off the Sparrow. Make it a triple, make it a quad for Yopi.
Oh, just making it look so easy here is STE's opponent, right? That is going to be Elevate, just finding so much operator kills. And again, flushing down STE on their first and second wave, that takes a lot of effort. Just really hold on and look at the hill points just ballooned over towards Elevate now that they have claimed their first 40-second, at least their first bunny hill inside of this game.
Beautiful strikes here so far from the side of Elevate Puck. Now they under this 100-point mark. Goes for the spray. PJ, good for one. Here, pushing through it. You want to flip the spawns in the process, but STE Esports has a different mind of call. They're going to try to go for the stack on SP1, occupying both lanes here so far. They're trying to get the read. Jai on the top side here on TV. Going to go for the spray, finds Sutano all across. And the Harpman opens up with the players of STE Esports here so far on the driver's seat.
I mean, STE definitely looking a bit more hungry in terms of trying to get this P1 right here, as they have a little bit of a struggle to work their way back in this game. And then looking into what's happening, right? I mean, they're definitely winning their gunfights on the front. You got Reef with 40, 38 for Clo, but FDX kind of needs to pick things up as he's only got 16 kills. And you're surprised that this game really is actually a bit more closer to what it usually should have been. So right now, if STE does want to get the comeback here, FDX needs to pop up because PJ ain't letting down on this. He's got 49 elimination. He's about to reach past 50 as he takes down Clove. 20 more points for STE's opponent. That is going to be Elevate to take the win.
Yeah, pushing through here once again. 13 more points to claim here for the side of Elevate Puck. Slight momentary break here from the side of STE, but it's not going to be the most cautious thing here for the side of LA Puck, as they have gotten the early rotation have here towards P2. On paper, this should be a closeout here, Cali.
It's gonna be it, man. 10 more points for Elevate to make the play and get this game tied up in the overall series. Simon with the Death Machine, holding through the front. STE gotta have to make the contest happen here. Reef gonna be able to make the push inside, but he falls down. Nades come through. Hardpoint uncontested, but STE, not having the favorable spawn, are late to come by, and Elevate are gonna be reinforced inside to tie up this grand finals. 250 to 159.
Definitely the Elevate Puck that we were someone used to seeing, you know, just able to get it done and flipping off the players of STE. Congratulations to you, sir. That's only the first step said and done. That's just the equalizer for the series overall. Bit of a reset here for the side of I don't know what's with the gesture for FDX, man.
I think that was the I think it was the trophy system, because like there's micro games where you need to look down to throw your trophy system, so you got less MS, like milliseconds of advantage to try to get inside of the point, because if you try to throw it up, it will take a lot of time for you to re-switch your center of aiming in terms of playing this game. Maybe that's what he was talking about there. You don't throw your trophy system by aiming up. You gotta aim it down so you can really cycle in faster. But enough was said. I feel like STE, with the way that this was played again, the SMG did their load of offense. Reef and Clo was really hitting their shots. Just that FDX again kind of falling behind on the engagements in this game, allowing PJ to really score a ton of kills in this map.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just like somewhat what kind of like the PJ you kind of want to see, you know. You let the rest of the crew hold on some certain lanes, and you have PJ just cutting off consecutively amount of times, and you bag him those kills, and then you charge into Tempest, let him go on the spree, and voila, that's going to be the impact right out of PJ. 53 kills to his name, 7,247 overall on the score line. And that grants Elevate Puck their first win against STE for the longest time.
I mean, there we go. I mean, that's definitely the PJ that we definitely know for Elevate. That 53 kills. I mean, I am lost for words. I mean, because this is definitely the PJ we know. And dropping those kind of bombs is just really usual at this point. I am not surprised anymore he was able to do that. And Elevate now finally ties things up in the series. It's all one now. Moving forward, we're heading into a search and destroy. Tunisia being the map picker. Despite a lot of controversy, because this was a map where they lost 7-1 up against Star Wars Esports on the first match today.
You know, I think one thing that just got Elevate Puck there on the upper bracket finals was really the nerves, you know, knowing for a fact that you already lost out on STE on Garena Masters 9, and now they're going to have this rematch, which safe to say that I don't think they're going to be. They haven't been playing against each other, especially on scrimmages at all. I mean, you guys are rivals, and you only get these types of opportunities on the big stage where you guys can check out one another. So, hey, there's a big reason why that it's probably out in the open there, but at the same time, I feel like if we kind of draw things back in the history line, you know, standoff was banned, and we all know Valorant Esports on standoff on the grand finals for Garena Masters 8, if I'm not mistaken, was a bit of a pain in the, you know, butt cheeks to deal with. So
I see. I mean, looking into this one, I take back what I said. It wasn't a map pick by Elevate for map number 2. It was a map pick by Stalwart Esports. So that clears out the confusion that I had why Tunisia was played here with map number 2. I just saw the side. It was Elevate, so I quickly assumed that was the map that they picked. But it's the completely opposite side, right? So Tunisia being the map. And what can we talk about on this map? It's the shutdown by STE against the SMG duo by Elevate, which was the game changer, Warden, because you saw PJ scored 0 kills in the first half of the game.
Yeah, you know, something about PJ though on Church in Detroit hasn't been the most promising as well. And if ever he can pump it up here on his SND Tunisia, we might be able to see, you know, a probable change of pace on how it went. I'm not really calling it quits for the side of Celebrity Esports, because definitely they did win this one all through earlier. But, you know, one thing that definitely was lacking there for the side of LA Puck was surely the SMG presence. Unlike, you know, for the side of SD, you had Reef and Cloves laying it out. Yopi and PJ was just falling into those traps. I mean, you've seen the nades, you've seen the concussions, definitely the concussions that has been putting down the players of LA Puck. So I'm not too certain if they have been able to come up with some readjustments and how this one went down, how this one's gonna go down. But for sure, you know, they let Smap out in the open, and I know how persistent Olea is in regards to patching up the team. So hey, it's gonna be a brand new reset for me, bro.
Well, we're heading into Tunisia, the land owned by Bobby Plays. And again, this map isn't no map play if you're Elevate, because you just saw yourself get demolished by the sniper. Jai being one of the key players of those first bloods, then Reef being the MVP to score 11 eliminations against your squad. That's going to play around your head, but the thing is, it's completely different now. Elevate has no more thing to prove. They already advanced here in the World Championship, and now they got nothing to lose. Just are out here. They're just out here to try to take down Power Esports.
Yeah, it's just a battle for seeding now here for the GSL groups that will be happening on the World Championship, but it can definitely play a big factor. After all, if you have the chance to grant yourself a ticket to go against the number 2 team, then yeah, you might want to take it. And all starts here now. Here, reset once again. No more leads anymore. Everyone's gonna be tied up, and we're gonna be heading straight to Tunisia once again. Cali, gonna be the first half here, and it's gonna be Celebrity Esports here starting things off on the offensive side.
I mean, PJ is gonna be the one early on this attack. The nade do come out for Clove. Not looking good for him. That cook is pretty nade up. That nade is pretty cooked up. No kills there. Elevate will lose the side to even try to pivot. And now they're gonna get stunned. Castano trying to survive one, but Reef there for the trade. Number-wise, STE got full control of it right now.
Gonna be 3v4 here. Big shot for Kendi. My days. Looks to get another FDX there on the bottom side. I don't know why that didn't hit, but mission's gonna be relay player 2 though. EJ is still gonna be pushed back down to the A side, expecting somewhat of a lurk, but Yopi Kenny holding this high-low position. Bounce back away, and now it's gonna be STE. Might just walk into PJ lurking just on the scaffold.
FDX going to be a key player. He needs to find a way to bounce back. That's 17 and 45, and that hard point ain't gonna cut it if you want to win the regionals. PJ, it's one. Hit him quick, get out. 3v2 situation. Now for Elevate.
Round persists here, startling the players of STE. Now it's gonna be Jai, aka Elevate Kryptonite, Elevate Slayer. Here all alone in 1v3. We'll be waiting it out. Looks to go for the direction there on the B side, which has Kendi holding on to the top side. And I think Kendi should be able to check this one out. Yep, bomb's going to be planted. Should be able to heal up for this guy. Going to go for the spray. And that will be the first round for the side of the Red Rebellion.
Well, that's already a great way to start this game, right? You're starting on the defense. At least you get to change things out a little bit on your plays. I mean, Kendi hitting his shots early, definitely what you want in here. And with Susano picking up 1 kill as well, that's combining for 4 eliminations with your snipers. So your sniper is alive. Now what you want is your SMG duo to come alive as well. That's the only way for you to be able to make way for Elevate to win this S&D up against Power Esports.
Bait it out once again, pushing through here now here on the B side. Gonna be a double stack here from the side of Elevate Park. But it's gonna be Kalo, alongside Susano, watching the red side. Is he gonna be ready for this though? Gonna go for the pop? No. Oh, Kalo gets 1. Susano gets 2. And now it's gonna be Clove all alone out here in the 1v3. What a play by Susano and Clove.
Oh my god, what is happening? For Susano to play his life with the pistol to find those 2 eliminations just speaks a lot on how much Elevate have no more pressure to have here. Clove is gonna be taken down there by PJ, and just like that, we're up 2-0. Flower Esports needs to find something or on the attack. Clearly, they've been trying, not been working.
Do we know they go? And that's just the thing, you know. I feel like confidence once again was just a true problem there on the upper bracket finals. And now once it got the flow going, you're definitely taking things there up a notch. Player 5 and 2 is going to be, look at the level of detail, but look at player 2, PJ actually lurking towards the back. Might just get a free easy double piece here up against Reef and Jai. I don't think he knows.
Able to say goodbye right there. That's going to be a nasty spot for PJ. Once he gets some information for Susano, he can make quick that route, but also puts himself in a pinch situation. If number 4 and FDX kind of drop down there, he's gonna get himself taken down. But great thing is Kalo watching his back, so he's not going to be in a big problem right now.
Pushing in once again. Now it's a 4v5 situation. Dwar, Susano finds Jai away. Numbers drop, PJ off the lurk, able to get Clove as well. Numbers collapse for the players of STE.
Not looking good on your first 3 rounds, ain't you, for STE. Gotta find a way for Reef to make a play. Remember, he was the MVP on that last Tunisia match up against Elevate earlier today, and he's gonna open things up on the B side and make this more manageable. That 2-piece definitely got them off some slack and less angle to worry about. And Reef will continue to try to play this ratty angle. He spots PJ, who quickly goes back down. And now it's STE. Reef gonna be met there by Yopi. Skur is gonna get cut off here. SMG duo definitely will get the breakdown, and Kendi is there to support. Elevate 3-0.
Missed shots, 3-0 they go. And so far, I mean, I'm just like what I'm seeing now here from Elevate. But you know, still credit yourself for STE. They're still gonna be able to get some reach here and there, but not really able to get the last initial run. But now it seems to be a nade stack here on his B side. Gonna be a 4-man push actually, leaving player 5 Jai to all alone. Watch his mid map. Dono missing all of his shots. Finds a double hit marker. No, off the cross. Kalo backs away. PJ, the cavalry arrives. Gonna go for the chow, but Kalo for 1. Kalo for the trade. Back and forth to go. 1 for 1. 4v4 they go.
Wait, Kalo. Oh, he's gonna fall. Big shot for Reef to make that defense right through the mid rounds, and finally the numbers game are in favor for STE. It's truly the need to put that bomb down. Pistol kill for Susano. And that's really good info for Kendi to try to play this one slow. Got the info. Is missing the next guy. It's going to be FDX, the mailman, providing first win for STE this Tunisia map.
A total momentum reset now here. What's gonna be the next call? So far though, I mean, this is all equal. Pushing it now here on one of the next rounds. Slight bit of intention for the set of SC to try to go for the strike here on his mid map alongside an A side. So it is looking to be an A to mid push, but Kenny starts things off with a nade. Big old spray down for PJ. Good for 1 for himself. Trails down Jai as well. And they learn off the concussion. They use survival training. And now all of a sudden, now it's a 1-4 situation with a singular Indonesian all alone. Putting it down to a 1v3, pops PJ out. Goes for the reset, but wherever he goes, the players of Elevate are there.
Here we go, Reef. Nothing to do there. I mean, that happened just so fast. Elevate again with the aggression. And clearly wanting this one more. Right now, STE. Yeah, not really finding a lot of sniper presence here this time. The exact opposite of what happened earlier today. FDX and Jai only 3 kills compared to Susano and Kenny, who's got 11.
4-1. A bit of a turnaround out here for Elevate Puck. And then it's mid map here as they go for the collar. It's gonna be a 2-1-2 split once again. Playing for the picks from the top. Player for FDX is gonna be there, but not gonna be able to find an angle. Kalo puts himself in the mixture as well. They're just playing off the B-Con. It's going to be flying and checking in here, though. On towards the A side. PJ, is he ready for this? Going to go for the spray, but only good for the tag. And now, commitment will fly through. Yet, though, reinforcement is now going to be into the play as well. It has to come down to the commitment.
Boy, they're taking so slow. I think they may want to pivot this, or they're trying to watch out for the flank. And they got security for that 2 times, actually. And that's going to be Reef actually trying to go down and maybe try to open things up on the B side. But Susano was able to take him down with a sniper. Give himself a haircut, and that is going to be him next in line to go to the next round. And STE had the opening to try to make the break on the A site, but decided to just hold it back for a little bit, kind of play for more information, and that might have bit them just hard on this round.
Third FDX Jai up against 4 of Elevate Puck. That's a bit of big intention now here to go for the push here on an ace side. And he wanting to cross. Oh, Skrd gets the shot beautifully. FDX gets traded on by the side of Yopi. Pushing in now here, gonna go for the spray, and Skrd finds Yopi away. Now it's a 1v1. Skrd up against Asano. Time is in the essence.
Okay, moving through now. It's Skrd again. Known to clutch things up here. Has proven himself multiple times in this SND. He swings on by against Asano, who's got the head glitch. He tries to swing with a shotgun, but Asano just too quick with it. And Elevate are now up 5-1. And this is the exact opposite points that we got on the first half, Warden. On the first game of the day on the SND. It's reversed. STE have not looked focused when it comes to playing this game right now.
Definitely not. I mean, I won't really blame them too much after all. You're ready to qualify for stage 5, but again, seeding matters the most, especially when you actually make it to the venue of Katowice. So, exactly know what's wrong here for a set of STE, but definitely it's not as hot as they were during that run for the upper bracket finals. Definitely a bit of a turnaround for sure. Now we switch the sides. Elevate Puck now going to be here on the offensive side, and it's going to be a 2-1-2 actually for either ends. It's a matter of picks once again.
Again, this may be, you already booked your ticket to the top, right? You're already on the world stage, but again, you want to play for the seedings here. And you try to give yourself as much chance to advance to the playoffs by taking the #1 spot, and that's just really what you need right now. STE, you've already did it once today. Actually, you did it 3 times already up against Elevate. You won it since Garena Masters 9. And I have to double it down once again here, this grand finals, but everything has looked pretty frail here so far for STE. But with that first blood, that might change things up right now, as Reef able to find the first blood.
Now here, next round's gonna be opening up, and now gonna be a big strike here on the A side. Yobi finds FDX. Tosano gets glow as well. Stewart all alone on rep side, finds one for himself, but Jai doubles it down. PJ down to the smoke. PJ makes the play, gonna go for the spray and makes a double kill for himself. Match point for the side of the Red Rebellion.
I mean, you just can't be serious. I mean, definitely a great hold there by Skrd and Jai to find those kills and hold down the A side, but PJ, the timing was just different there. Had to wait to the smoke, and the next thing you knew, that guy he just took down first had his back turned, and Skrd only had a few times to get that kill. FDX needs to deliver another kill here, but he falls down. Yopi breaking that to one like a hard point once again. A full break, like an 8-ball pool table. Elevate will get the bomb plant here. Guy's going to be the last man standing.
Score is reversed. Jai all alone in 1v5 in a dream, and the nade gets the call as well. They know exactly where he's gonna be coming from. He's tagged to half.
Oh my God!
Matter. It's gonna be the players of Elevate Puck serving the same score in reverse.
Oh my God! You can't be serious. You just can't be serious. What was the score on the first match today? That was 250, 180, if I am not mistaken. That's almost the same score as we had on the first hardpoint match today, but was reversed. STE went from 7-1 win up against Elevate to a 1-7 loss. Talk about momentum.
I'm just lost for words. This is just absolute
I don't know.
Viva la vida, baby.
I mean, there is no stats that I can just pull right now because everything is just out of the way. Like, you would think STE's got what it takes to win this one. But Elevate started to become, I don't know, I think it's a realization. I think Elevate realized that, hey, we are Elevate. We're Tunisia merchants for as long as we know. Although we lost to 3 Evil Dragons last year, but still, you played Tunisia all your lifetime as a team. And again, PJ, I think the total reversal of what happened on that first series against Stalwart, man, he scored no more than 5 kills on that match, on the Tunisia 1-7, and here he is becoming that MVP. What a complete flip of the script coming through for Elevate right now, winning back-to-back maps.
Yeah, back-to-back to go, and 2 more to go now here for Elevate Puck to start off what they started, man. I'm just, you know, lost for words here. I'm just enjoying the show. And great all turnarounds overall. Cali, this is just a stage right at its finest, a Garena at its finest, bro.
I mean, I want to see a map number 7 there. Come on now. I mean, yesterday it was all 3 zeros. Today was all 3 zeros as well. You can't be serious. I want to see a map number 7 just for old Garena's sake. But with the way that Elevate has been playing, Warden, and the way that they look like the mindset has completely changed from the mindset has completely changed.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh. Oh. Callie, I don't know if you can see, man, but I'm just really flustered,
you're speechless.
Bro. I'm just really flustered because it's like one series goes to the side of STE, and then all of a sudden Elevate Puck, when you get their confidence, now going to be turned around. Now, one thing that's kind of like holding me back is that, hey, is it just because of the fact that STE is now complacent of the fact that they have make it to stage 5, or do they know the stakes? Because seedings matters once again. I just want to reiterate it for the rest of the audience out here why this game is getting so much devotion from the players of Elevate Puck.
And there it is, looking like it's going to be a full rundown right now. But there's still a chance for STE to get right back into this game, and we're heading into a raid control. And again, last time we saw this team play here, it was an absolute masterclass from Jai. That War Machine definitely had a lot of moments. Back in Garena Masters 9, is where Elevate, just really got down by the anti-Elevate Jai with that War Machine. But too early to say that it's going to be an STE win because of how Elevate has been performing so far. Have completely looked different on this first 2 map.
Yeah, totally different for sure. And now we move over towards raid control here, Cali, which I feel like these 2 teams are pretty much all equal in regards to playing this map. And this is the brighter side of a best of 7 is that you get to actually not ban any maps at all. So there's definitely going to be a lot of curveballs here going to be included in the mixture. And I feel like I've seen so much things so great for a setup Elevate Puck here on this raid control. But STE, don't want to count them off. After all, their win rate says it all. They've gone through every team in the competition, and they have been able to win every control map so far.
And now we look into it, right? Elevate played Crossfire up against Stalwart Esports earlier today, and they did not have a good time. They got swept. And it was absolutely a masterclass from Reef and Clove when they're trying to run down the spawns. And Elevate completely looked terribly lost in that game and had a moment where you really thought that Elevate's going to get back in round number 3, but only for it to be turned down by FDX with that Annihilator. So now it's just all about finding your footing back in this game. Yes, you have 1-1 map because of the +1 map advantage in this game right now, but looking into the momentum, it's clearly not in your side if you're STE, so you need to try to earn your way back here. Make it more convincing for your squad. Try to fight back and get a legit map win as you enter map number 3 in raid.
Very true. Here we go. We go back to Cali's mansion, baby, in a house of rage.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm way due for my rent. I have not paid this mortgage for so long now. FBI is looking to hunt me down. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get this game started. Will Elevate continue to run down STE, or will we finally get the fight and the classic that we wanted here in this best of 7? Here we go. STE will be starting on the attack side, and we'll look to try to put their footing back into the B side.
A classico game, a classic map, a classic rivalry between these 2 squads, and it starts things off here with a frags happening here on the B control point. 2 each. Make it actually the bulk of the kills going for the side of Elevate Puck. They have been able to claim the op 4 players already. Now Kelly's going to go for the COD. Good for 1 elimination. Squirts there for the trade. And look at the push out here from the side of Elevate Puck.
And Elevate PJ again, having this control over the galleries is as important as you trying to take the map control in the middle of the map, but you kind of fall down into it. FDX finds those 2 kills, and again, if there's anybody that will look to try to help this team move way forward on the attack side, that will be the sniper from FDX. And they found the opening on the B side, trying to clear this one and play for space around the middle of the map, while also trying to get security on the 3rd lane for their spawns to not really get wind up moving forward. But they do lose out on the B side now, as we see Elevate go and find those 3 players around that point, and fully retaken is the site, and STE has to improvise by attacking through mid.
Beautiful control here so far from the set of STE as they're able to claim down the kitchen side, and that's exactly the factor that you kind of want to hold on to, especially when you try to go for the capture now here on the A control point. Pushing in so far. Now the progression starts to come through. It should start to come through, but they are going to be deciding to hold back just a little bit. But Clove's going to put Slitter around as well. He doesn't see player 5 Kendi right behind his back, and Kendi goes for the shot, missing as well. But Clove, hello?
Oh, he's got no clue. Hello? Oh, there we go.
Matter.
He hears it this time. Yeah, he gets the kill. Now you're going to try to go for the spawn trap just to make the life counts more miserable here for Elevate. Then he does get caught off, but you kind of do give away the chance for your squad to get that B side in your hands. 2 ticks in, just 1 more tick to go through, but you want to avoid from getting your last player, your only player on the B side taken down, because that would be you don't got no more time left to play inside of the hill.
Pushing here, coming through here once again, able to get this one down. Oh my days, 8-7 now,
no
and
run.
no time left remaining. And the first round is gonna go to the side of Elevate Puck.
Oh my, what just happened there? I mean, STE, they were able to get the capture, but not just as really as consistent, because they were busy trying to make wave to try to flip the spawn of Elevate and get their opening on the B side, but just really down to the execution that was really kind of missing. And now, move on. This is the signature War Machine from Jai. Still, no elimination from the War Machine. And look at how much space Elevate PJ and the crew was able to get. He's now pushing through laundries, and they got no clue at all that this guy's already through the front.
Finds the first 4 now here. PJ off the rip from the flank, gets 1. Make it a double for him. Rip is there for the trade, but the damage has been done, and now support from the side of EOP off the Sparrow. Finds another for himself as well. Diverting attention there on the mid-map. There's going to be 3 opportunities on the front side. Clove off the rip from the flank. Only good for 1 elimination off with a Tempest.
Here we go. STE found to get some grounds up. You got the flank coming in through for Reef on this galleries, and that is essential for them to just try to cut down a couple of more life counts. FDX does not pick the corner, so no value on that operator. Really tough for that FDX Annihilator, as you do not get the chance to even go in for a spawn trap or even just cut off Elevate right through mid. And that's just terrible. Terrible execution for STE back to back, as that 1 minute will now turn into 2 minutes. Elevate are again in poise to have the numbers advantage, and they could just warm through the mid-map just like this.
Kitchen side once again here. Players with STE going to be spawning out here on the court side. Don't really have any top-side control. That is exactly what Clove is going to try to wrap around as well to get some coverage. Now here locked in. Squared no good for 1. Sprays on by Kendi with a machine pistol good for 1. And it turns around as well with a sniper. Able to get another to his name. FDX for the trade. And once again, they do push back the players of Elevate Puck, but 1 player still going to be lurking there. That is going to be Kalo, looking to sustain his life all through, playing on the jungle side. And that's going to be a call as well for the rest of the crew to try to wrap around on Laundry. 10-7 to go. Game down to the wire.
Okay, 10v7. But I have to slow things down if you're STE. You want to push up, but you can't afford to lose any lives no more. Reef gonna get stunned. The chow there complete for Kalo.
Squared reaching off here, just hiding like a rat, but finds Yopi on the other side. Quick reactions. 4 lives remaining for the side of STE, but 6 for the side of Elevate Puck. Still very doable, but Kendi finds Jai away, pushing it down to a 5v3. Another 1 bites the dust as Clove peeks out on PJ, FDX, and now Reef all alone to go for the clutch. A 2v4 situation into the hands of STE, but unfortunately for them, Kalo shuts it down. Elevate Puck on map point. Ooh. to go on a spree. 2-0 now here, Cali.
Oh no. Again, this is back at that store. STE went in for the 3-0 on the crossfire, and now they are in the brink of getting eliminated here. If they don't win this round, there's even no chance of them trying to pull their weight back up because they have to be playing perfect for the next 3 maps. So you gotta fight back and get these eliminations. Finally, those operators are starting to show up, finding a bit more kills, more than what they have been doing for the past 2 rounds.
Oh, beautiful. Not really the best water color there for the side of Clove, but hey, the round persists here, and so far they've gotten the second half captured as well. They're on at A control point. They quickly try to get some tussling going on. They're on a B control point as well, but fortunately for them, it's going to be reinforced by Yopi once again with a Sparrow, which leads the rest of the composition of STE to try to scramble across at A control point, but they meet another wave of contention as well. 17-19, a brighter start for the set of STE, but slowly but surely as well, Elevate Puck, they're recovering.
Oh man, look at that, PJ and the crew. I mean, they still got a +1 advantage, +1 deficit, but you have been able to clear up the B site right now. And unfortunately, for STE, you still don't got any capture at all. The clock is running out now. You only got 35 seconds. This might be a full repeat of what happened earlier today. I mean, earlier on this round number 1, where you don't got enough time to actually capture because it ran out. Susano with the shutdown. That's 2 guys that he managed to eliminate. And again, they're being funneled by number 2 in blue and PJ. So they're going to attack the A side here this time, where you got Yopi. Once he wins this gunfight up against Jai, might mean trouble for the flank, but he does get the cut down. Security is on. FDX has got the Annihilator. That should help STE find their footing and get their first round win.
War Machine here for the set of Kendi, but is that machine gonna get whipped out as well by player 3? Skrrd able to get 1 for himself. Make it a double actually, but PJ shuts away Jai. Annihilator still gonna be on the prowl here on his mid map. Player 2, PJ, should be able to find FDX away, but no, he's able to slip by. It's a 5v7 here, Cali. Down to the wire once again, and Kalo's gonna whip out the equalizer, finds that machine all through. And now it's gonna be roaming here on towards the kitchen side. Looking to get the 1 for himself, finds Clove there, checks on by FDX there on the wrap from the back, Reap there with a Sparrow. It's
what a trade.
well. 3v3 they go.
Oh, what a trade there for the operators. Now it's the B side that you gotta take with only 45 seconds remaining. FDX finds the cut down on the middle. Still a 1-for-1 trade that Elevate don't want to have here. You're kind of playing with your life. You're on the defense. You're starting to earn your way back here. You got a Tempest from PJ. The guys are slowly routing from the galleries. Great place here for FDX and Skrrd to try to team themselves up, but they don't got no idea there's going to be here. Skrrd actually decides to take the pick. He's got the information. Now for the side of Yopi, he can make the push here, but again, PJ finds the kill twice. And it's now a 1v1. The Predator missed out the call game! The Predator missed out the call game! 3 kills and a 3-0. Elevate, you're unreal!
Exactly the same scoreline, but in total reverse. Prosper with a 3-0. This time around a 3-0 for Elevate Puck. My days. Elevate Puck.
You can't be serious. What is happening in Garena right now? It's gotta be the Bobby curse. I salute this, bro. It's gotta be the Bobby curse. Once Bobby started watching the stream, STE decided to play like
Bobby?
They don't know how to play the game no more. I blame Bobby for this. I blame Bobby. You know? Bobby, I think you should end your live stream right now, man. Maybe STE gets to put up more fight. But I'm just kidding. It's nobody's fault. Elevate just are more hungrier right now. And PJ again with the MVP. Oh, yeah.
Yep. They're on the run there. Only 1 more map here to be backing up, becoming the back-to-back regional champions of Garena. 2 consecutive years. How much more as well? We go back to hard point on map number 4.
Oh man, PJ started to become LeBron James himself, man. I mean, I think he stole the power of Jai. It was like Thunderstruck all over again. And I don't know even what to pinpoint on what happened in this STE map pick. I mean this Elevate map pick right here. Stalwart just wasn't really looked so ready. Especially the start of the round number 1, Warden. And again, this insane Clipper PJ, that's a 6-piece chicken from KFC that he just stuck in. Again, another MVP. 23 kills per PJ. You love to see it. He is glaring with that beautiful lipstick in his mouth right now. He is just giving the boys of STE some lovely smooches.
Well, the chat's going wild here on the YouTube section and alongside Facebook as well. And huge shout out to everyone here. We've broken a pretty marginal record. I think we reached concurrent like 1,500 viewers. So hey, what's up, guys, all across the world? Welcome to the championship of the Garena Regionals here for stage 4. Callie, this could be the last and final map.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. Because like Slums is coming up. Because Slums is. I refuse to believe that we are gonna end this game in a 4-0. I mean, I made myself available to cast this 3 days, and all I received was just 3 zeros. Only one map 5, and that's STE and TSM. I am not gonna approve of this. I need to change the script, Warden. You need to flip the script, or else.
Or else. Map number 7, bro.
I just come on, man. For old time's sake, we want to see a game 7.
For old time's sake.
For old time's sake. You saw Smart Omega. You saw Smart Omega and Powerhouse International a couple of years ago go to a map number 7. Why do we not get to see that here?
Let's get it. I'm down.
I don't know. I know STE and Elevate are already in the World Championship. They've already qualified. But again, you're fighting for seedings here and the title to be the regional champions.
I'm down for it. Definitely more than down for it, man.
I mean, if this is 4-0, it is 4-0. I gotta blame Bobby for losing this series, bro. Ever since he started watching our stream, STE has not looked good particularly, but who knows, man. I think STE just delivered the effort, just reached their potential, and they climaxed on the first match of the day where they got the 3-0 to just book their ticket. I think they're more than just happy to play and be a world representative once again.
Definitely. But on a brighter note, though, a lot of things has happened here so far into this broadcast, and now we move forward towards Slumps and Hardpoint, which Callie think will not end inside of this map, not just yet, but momentum is on. But STE, do they have the oomph, bro? Do they have the or the Pals? Go back on track here and show what they're made of. Let's come and find out.
I mean, we got a slap verdict for this, man. He got to wake up STE. He's gotta have to wake up STE because I want me some classic MSP showdown. We're already here. Why not try to fight it one last time? Elevate one more map in winning the Garena original title for the 2nd time, and also marking the end of their lose streak up against Stalwart Esports. They lost 3 series up against this squad in Garena Masters 9 and earlier today. Now we get to start this map number 4. Elevate has won the first 3 maps. Can STE bounce back?
Let's get it. Map number 4, Slumps Hardpoint. Has it opened it up so far? It's the players of STE actually winning bulk of the kills, and they flipped the spawns as well.
Oh man, STE, this is what we want. The last time that these two met on the Slums Hardpoint, it was at 247. Stalwart Esports, so that's great. Elevate fall down, but Elevate definitely look to be in a different moment right now as they look to try to win all of these gunfights. Yopi with the 2-piece, Kenny with the double, and STE are right back at spawns.
Flips over flips once again, and now there's going to be brick side control here for the set of STE. Blue side funneled here for the set of Elevated Puck, and now they quickly hopped off there, but unfortunately for them, they get overwhelmed by the gunshots inside of the hill. Now look at the player 4 here scrambling, alongside player 3 as well squared. Here trying to get the early rotation here towards P2, while simultaneously P1 is still going on. Last 10 seconds here, scrap time getting fought for. Player 1 Glow still wins the fight, and it's going to be STE winning P1 and actually getting the early rotation as well.
Yeah, 12 kills so far for STE's SMG duo, Clove and Reef. So you gotta have to make sure this remains consistent as you get the early rotation onto P2, the anti-elevate map. This is one of your best maps to really take away a map away from elevate, and it just works right now as you're claiming time and getting this gunfights in your way.
Be a frontside push here that Elliot Puck has to worry about, as Jai's going to be holding on to Double D here pretty well. I mean, triple stack here from the set. Puck, and they just run towards the players of SCE, and you kind of get to see already how erratic it can be here on this map for the set. Puck, hence why they banned this one through all the upper bracket finals, because right now on this P2, no accumulation whatsoever.
Yeah, Elevate looks lost right now. Those operators are just popping off. Look at Clove extending out, and the shredding machine is there, good for 2. Officially back in duty. 14 eliminations for him at the moment. And Elevate definitely looking to try to flip off spawns and try to get this one. But what you want is the early rotation on to next, where you got Yopi actually already in the hard point for P3. Just gotta have to survive. 2 guys slamming through. And then STE definitely do get the shot down. But again, too far and too early to say. And this is going a full snowball, but STE just changed that P2 to a P3. Clinical route that they have taken.
Yeah, definitely going to be a 57-point lead, and now that's going to be extending once again, pushing through. That machine's going to be inside of the hill. Scorin leads the way, finds a double for his name. Player 3 walks on by. That is going to be Kalo here with an equalizer, and that will be serving a break finally for the side of Elliot Puck.
Yeah, Kalo just... Operator showtime right now. We just gotta have to get Pretty out just to be taken down. Elevate again with PJ with the Tempest in his hands, looking to try to play dirty and just cut off this players on rotation. And man, look at the accuracy from this demon. He goes in for a 4-piece all by himself. The Hunter Killer Drone there to provide the backup for him to have more chance of getting more kills. FDX again dropping down. PJ.
Late break, though, from set of Salvador Esports, incrementally going to be much more impactful here for the set of STE, as now they're on the march to enter the 100-point mark. Susano, though, with that machine, good for 1, good for 2, making a triple for the side of Susano.
Wow, beautiful shots, and the operators are just enough to try to score some points here for Elevate, but STE still has got a great cushion to move on to P4. This is going to get back and forth scrappy, as STE now will have their operators maybe lined up here, more specifically. That Sparrow from Reef and Jai's War Machine later on as this cycles in. Elevate will be maintaining the first few seconds of this P4, but now they've all come crushing down as Reef finds the triple with the Sparrow inside of the hill.
Yeah, early rotation here, granting another wave of the first initial points here inside of the hill. So far, FDX able to get a cut off here on towards one player. It's honestly not going to be all alone here off the pinch, but one player actually, Yobi, spawns out. But the rest of the players of STE going to be stacked up now here inside of the hill. Last 30 seconds fight for, and so far, Sour Esports, they don't want to give any of it for the players of Elevate Puck.
Oh, Scared just playing with his life with the pistol. Will get traded out there by Kendi, but good enough for them to make the contest and not allow Elevate, who had their early rotation, to score as much points as they did on that P3. And now Jai's War Machine will be successfully popped up here. And again, not enough kills. Never mind, LeBron James is back and he is out to hunt with that 23 kills that he's got. That's the highest on this lobby so far.
Now we go back here to P1, which it's going to be right around a 66-point lead here for the side of Sour Esports. But as it opens up, no better formation so far here from the side of Elevated Puck. And now they're going to whip out the Tempest here. That's going to be led by the side of PJ. Pops one for himself. Reaps lit on by instead of the hill, but can't sustain. But in the process as well, the sponsors get flipped now. Sprint here from the back. Walks into PJ with a Tempest once again. And that's going to be Elevated Puck so far getting the first initial 3 points here on this P1.
Oh my god! PJ can't be killed! Even the equalizer is not enough for him to be shot down. It takes another operator to fully get him out of the league. 27 kills for PJ. He's been able to tie up the kills along there with Jai. Those are going to be your marquee players. If you want STE to win, Jai has to pop off. And if Elevate does so, want to get this W, it's all down to PJ and his ability to try to put his team on his back to get these eliminations on this P1. They're getting the scrap time, which is going to be very nice. But what they are doing is thinking bigger picture. Moving on to P2 is where they got the early rotation, with Susano having the Death Machine to shut down the blue and orange area on the map. That should get them a great cushion to play for the space around the map.
Yeah, this should be a probable comeback now here for a set of Elevate. Sana still going to be controlling this lane away. Unfortunately, missing the last impulse shot there to take down Jai, but it's going to be a total reset once again here for the players of STE. Pushing back now here, fully defined inside of the hill. Double D control alongside the lane on the highway here. Simultaneously going to get pushed up by the players of Sour Esports. Should it be enough for them to get the break? The answer is yes.
Wow, just accumulating all of those positioning, allowing Elevate to rotate and cycle into the point, and now STE was able to managing. They're getting the kills and the spawns to actually flip. So now the War Machine and the Spyro are back in business, and they're doing just enough to claim this last 20 seconds right here. Talk about the value on these eliminations right now for STE.
Beautiful takes here so far. Coming into the mix, pushing through here. Sour Esports looking to go on a run to close things out. 172 to 93. And so far, players of Elevate Puck trying to fight for the scrap time, but they got denied. Moving you over to P3 once again, the early rotation we got to see this last time around, Cali. They weren't really able to sustain the full duration, full duration of it.
Yeah, Jai with 38 kills already managed as a walking killing machine along here with PJ, who's got the Tempest again in his hands, so finally missing his shots, and it's up against Jai, his rival on the other side, who's fighting for the highest frags in this lobby right now. Elevate has got a lot of comeback to do. They need these operators to get a couple of kills, just trying to stop the push coming through from the blue broken, and they're going to be able to sustain that right now as Elevate do find 3-4 kills to go down around them. That should be a spawns actually flipped up for STE. They're going to be trying to hit all the way to the laundry side, which they do. Read on to PJ, who tries to play that cut off, but again, quick on their feet is STE. They managed to find the break on the last 20, but only for a brief moment. The quick attack there for Kendi. To get them inside of the hill.
Big stack here, triple man stack here for the side of Elevate Puck. Halo's gonna be accurate with the equalizer as well. Trying to go on a spree, good for none so far, but it does stay alive. Pushing in as well here towards the main side. Gets another elimination to his name, but break for the side of Globe. Doesn't matter at most. Halo deals with it. Susano whips up the net machine to go for the cut now. And they're going to be able to push back the players of STE as they go for the rotation here on P4.
Yeah, that's the first 5 kill away. They did on this P4, so that should get themselves some cushion. But how did number 1 manage to get inside of the point? Globe just split out of his mind, stuck through the smoke, and now the break happens inside. With the cut down, beautiful read coming through for STE to respond back, but not enough. You're spotting your teammate all the way from your back, but you gotta win your gunfights in this next wave. Die with the War Machine, finding 2 eliminations. 1 more to go through the blue van, but he falls down, but Skurd inside of the hill with the death machine, trying to get all the catalysts he can, and that's more than enough. His teammates will break P4.
Window side break here, longed upon by the side of Elevate. Puck now to get pushed back here on Cemetery. Yopi leads away with a Sparrow, but meets Reef on the other side of the wall. Reef good for 2 eliminations. Squirt inside as well. 204 to 147. STE now here only needing at least 40 more points here to close out the game.
Yeah, Slum's just looking terrible right now for Elevate. This is the best time for STE to put themselves in the game right now. P1, you got a chance to maybe just get a little bit more closer to winning this game. You shot down PJ's Tempest, so they don't got no operators to work around with on this first 15 seconds. It's your Raw Vanilla Guns. That should be enough for you to try to get this one home.
They tried to get an early flip now here, and that might just come out pretty successful as FTX Giant. Skirt finds 1 apiece here off this wave. Kendi trying to sustain his life away. Sprays by, finds Skirt, finds 1 on the top side, making a double for the side of Kendi. And so far, they're trying to play this one all scrappy, with the players of STE now going to be hitting it from the Rick side. And that should be sufficient enough as well for them to get the break inside of the hill.
Oh, yes, really scrappy right now is Elevate. Reef's going to be there to play the OBJ. He's got 76 seconds to his name. Chloe is going to be there to back up and support this hill at the moment. All 360 is just going to be handled here by STE and the equalizer to just stop the push through blue. And that might just be it. They're a step closer to winning this game right now.
They try to go for the striker on the early rotation, but the players of STE tries to solidify it. Player 1, Chloe, fighting for it. Player 3, Skirt into the mix as well. Kendi from the back, able to go for the spray, but Skirt beats into it. 234 to 161, as hardpoint number 2 is going to be opening up. It's the players of Elevate, Puck here late on rotation.
And STE can feel it. They can finally get the round win on this series right here. FDX with the shutdown, 2 eliminations with the Tempest. 163 to 237, only 10 more points for STE to get this win right here. Hardpoint going to belong in their hands, and Elevate being far away from the hill. That should call game. Shy with a masterful 50 bombs that are up here. Just put STE in the game.
Woo! Welcome to map 5 here on this best of 7. Still needs to go 2 more to go as well right after this. They want to take this match away from Elevate Puck. Definitely a startling loss there from the side of Elevate. They look pretty lost in towards the entire duration of the very game, and it wasn't really RNG, just better preparation overall from set of ST on its Slums Hardpoint. It all really went down to how they handled the P2 Cali. I mean, second time's the charm there for the set of Elevate Puck on the P2 rotation, but STE for some wondrous just situations, they were still able to get it all done, and it really bit down the players of Elevate Puck, all due to that P2.
Yeah, that definitely was the problem there. Elevate not really able to secure. I mean, they did try to secure it on the second hill rotation. They had a couple of guys holding down the ghetto just to maintain the spawn, but the hill pressure was just so overwhelming through the front, and that's how the cycle just went in for STE. They were able to break through that P2 and just scored most of their hill right on that site. And even despite that Elevate PJ performance right here, doesn't really matter, as STE played completely well with Jai just going in for a 51 bomb. And we've been looking for this guy to put himself in the marking in this grand finals, and he finally does it. Took him 4 maps to find his group back. But STE, this is their mark. Might just start the comeback here in the grand finals.
I mean, once you get to see Jai racking up the eliminations and building up the War Machine, you best believe that he's going to be able to find the impact. I mean, probably the best War Machine player that we've had here so far in this region of Garena. And every time he does it, it's just so impactful. Same goes for the set of FTX off the Tempest, able to get it done. And Clove off to the Equalizer. overall, I mean, every player has just shown their own remarks in regards to how to wield those operator skills pretty successfully. Now we take a look at the MVP. Is no other than Jai himself once again from the set of Stalwart Esports.
And this is how it started. When this guy starts to play well, you already know Elevate's going to be playing crazy out of their heads. Because like Jai definitely was the anti-Elevate last season in the Garena Masters, where you know he was the one putting in a lot of the problems on the hard point, and Slums definitely look a little bit more refined now. The last time that they played, well, I believe it was a 247 to 250 scoreline, where it had to be a comeback win for Stalwart Esports, but this one definitely a bit more of a stronger dominance coming through from Stalwart Esports. But the game definitely not yet over for them. If they do want to start the comeback, it started on this map number 4 right here on this Slums hard point. Moving forward, going to be a firing range. A map that they played so much during the group stage, but also a map where Elevate performs well as well.
Well. I mean, we saw this one played out earlier in Dam and TSM, and clearly Elevate Puck just wasn't really in total full control, but it definitely showed some, some remarks on how familiar they are in regards to the situations of the map. Stalwart Esports, they did have the opportunity to, probably have an overview of it. The question is, they did watch it or not. Regardless, doesn't matter. They persist to go forward versus run. I feel like there is a pretty long probability now that we might be able to see a game number 7 here, just due to the fact that, yes, Tunisia Search and Destroy is pretty lopsided there for the side of STE, but granted, I feel like they're most likely to be able to see something here, as it was a total reset as they were able to win that map number 4.
Yeah, it's definitely what this team needed. And again, they're not shying away from this kind of moments where they're down in the map count, right? We've seen them with the DSM. They went down 2 maps on the first 2 maps. They look really frail. I mean, they were trying, but they really got outperformed by AG. But the next 3 was just complete different flip of a script, right? It was STE that run them through. So Elevate, if they want to close this one out now, it starts here in this map number 5. They got to take it home and not play a crossfire control where they looked like they had no idea what kind of playstyle do they even want to bring.
Let's see about it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, this is the grand finals of stage 4 regional championship here for Garena. Both of the teams already made it to stage 5 already, and they're just fighting for the seeding. And who's going to be the number 1 and number 2 in the Garena region? So far, Elevate's going to be up here by 2 games. It does get put a stop here in regards to the momentum, as Slums Hardpoint doesn't really pave to the way out of the Red Rebellion. Move to firing range, certainly try soon enough.
Okay, we're just waiting. I'm excited to see this. I mean, I think my wish might just start to come through that we get to see a map number 7 in this World Championship Garena Regional Qualifiers. But too early to say, because Elevate definitely had a strong performance coming out of the SMG duo. You had multiple clutch moments for Kalo as well as Yopi, but nonetheless, right, you saw how much of a dominance Kenny was able to provide on the sniper to shut down Freezy. Well, maybe not enough in terms of getting kills, right? But Kenny definitely was able to hold down Josh. And Susano was able to just get himself right back in the board game. When he drops the first 3 deaths on the first 3 rounds, immediately he outshone Freezy at the end of the game.
Let's get it. We can get it. A battle of snipers here on Inspiring Search and Destroy. All eyes on Susano Kendi, alongside Shai and FDX on the other side. Obviously, you know, talk about the frontliners as well. Those SMGs, Clove and Reef. The tandem has been pretty spectacular from the whole duration so far into this competition of stage 4. Same goes for the set of Yopi and PJ. Those are just the staple talents that you just have to talk about always here, Callie, no?
Yeah, you got to talk about them. I mean, STE definitely had the right mixture of players to get themselves in, and adding a staff like Palitao, who has won multiple titles in the Latin America region, right? When he was under the org Dolores, he's really made a name for himself. And Yeah, he's that type of like coach where he's kind of a dictator, right? He just optimizes their team's play style and he studies opponents really well as well. So that's really the value coming out of having one of the winningest coach in Latin America. And moving forward, again, Firing Range Search and Destroy. I think this may be the first time we get to see them play in this map. So it's going to be a first for us to see how would the sniper the sniper duel between FTX as well with Jai go against Susano and Kendi. Again, the first bloods really do matter a lot when you're playing Search and Destroy.
There we go. I don't know exactly what's the hold up here, but I feel like the players are just taking a bit of breathing breathing air before they actually hop inside of this map number 5. And Gali, I mean, there's an opening as well for the Game 7 later on if STE actually bounces back with this map. But we just have to wait and see just for a moment or so, ladies and gentlemen. To get the caller ready, we're going to be starting off soon enough.
We're just waiting, guys. We're just waiting. If you are in the comment section right now and you're waiting for this match, do let us know if you're supporting Elevate or Stalwart Esports, because we have already determined our first 2 teams, right? Our only 2 teams to send to the World Championship. And looking into the teams that have already completed their regionals, right? You got Latin America, number 1, Galoris. You got Amigos Gaming, which is number 2. Then Street Gaming in Latin America, number 3. And earlier, just today, Diabolos, or how do you say it? Diabolos? DVS won their stage 4 for Japan. So there's 4 teams already, and we are sending out 2 teams here in Garena. And later on today, you also got Europe, Warden. So it's between Animus, it's between Exclusive, and 117.
117 not found. Huge shout out to my boy Fahim as my GOAT. And Rob as well from Exclusive. And obviously, you know, Rob Filipino represent. You got Neil as well on board there for Exclusive. Now we move in here. Preparation on board once again. And we gotta wait and see later on.
Here's the map
going through. Bro, I want to see. I want to talk to Felita about the map now.
I want to see if it's printed or just laminated, because I don't think it's laminated, right? It's just a pure paper.
Now imagine if he has the playbook just printed out, dog.
Yeah, that might just be the case. But again, you know, for these 2 teams, they're more than just happy to be able to qualify in the world stage. But then again, you want to fight for pride and you want to get that title here. And if you're Elevate, you know, you won the 2024 Garena Regional Championship up against STE, who was the long-time winner every year, Warden. They want to reclaim it back as well.
That most definitely, man. I mean, it's a good title then to have here, you know, to be calling the regional champions of your own region. So, hey, let's see once again. Love the map, man. You know, a lot of coaches, they got tablets. Nah, bro, this guy old classic maps.
Yeah, that's literally how you try to help your team. But then again, I don't think there would be a tablet good enough to just showcase the map that big, right? So having it printed out is just really a big brain, and definitely what you want to have as a coach, right? You want to bring in those live moments for your team, the playbook. How do you want to play the firing range map, and them to start on the defense? They gotta have to worry about how Elevate decides to attack this, because we've seen a couple of slams coming through for Elevate when they played this firing range map earlier.
Definitely. Well, Fire Range Search and Destroy has been a big all staple once again. Callie, we've been going back and forth in regards to, you know, the statements, yada yada yada, so on and so forth, and it's just all going to come down to the preparation once again. And we've seen both Polea and Polita just doing the best that they could to prepare the players in regards to, you know, the strats inside of the game. I feel like both of these teams are pretty much like, you know, hyped up, pumped up to get on the action, ready on Fire and Range.
Yeah, definitely. And I just can't wait to start this game. But both teams are just really trying to prepare themselves to move in and play around this map. Do comment down your prediction on who's going to be winning this map right up next, and also what is going to be the scoreline. Because definitely, I feel like we're looking into an overtime here, Warden, with the rate that these 2 teams have been playing in firing range the whole group stage and whole Garena Masters. They definitely has got the fundamentals to put themselves in the driver's seat.
It's gonna get cooked here instead of Kendi as well. There's not gonna be any trophy here, so that's gonna be directly. No, never mind. Heading towards Clove. Nope, never mind. Best opportunity there, but first blood. No, Jai connects with Asano. Look at the position here for player 4, FDX. Look at FDX. They're on this side of the tower, and it's now gonna be able to hop up as well.
There's a monkey right there. Oh, but no idea for PJ. He's gonna slam through it. Oh, he missed. That's good information now. Number 5 in Kendi, along with Reef. There's a difference between a 10. Here we go. That's it. That's the information for Reef right now. The attack is patient. Reef. 1, 2 is not available. Unfortunately, there's too much patience, and look at the punishment from Elevate. 3v1 now. Here for Skirt.
That's crazy readjustments here from side of Elevate. It's now going to be all alone, and Halo with a mission pistol shuts him away. In the first round, he's going to go to the side of Elevate. Puck. Completely just like that. You got to talk about how they were able to just reset the whole situation, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what went wrong there for Reef. I mean, he had the whole flank advantage. Why did he have to slide to challenge? An extra millisecond really costed him a lot because he exposed his body on the security coming through the flank.
Now here, 1-2-2 split for the side of STE. I'll be pucked here just taking their time. Big shots for the side of KLO. Gonna be able to get Jai tagged up, but
they have the bomb.
Not gonna be sufficient enough as well to get the kill, not just yet. But look at player 3, KLO already slithered around towards Cubby's side. Do they know though? Yep, they know, but KLO still wins.
What?
How do you win that?
Oh, ain't no way. Elevate is taking away all of those sneaky routes and just ending up with the eliminations. Now they're gonna try to pivot this all the way to a B side. Reef again in charge of trying to make a play here. Cannot get the double. And Skirt decides to contest through mid. He falls down as well, but oh man. You don't got no info for FDX. What is happening? What is this continuous flank check by Susano and the whole team of Elevate? They check all the flank. The timing is unreal.
Bro, I just gotta say, man, remember back in the days where Elevate was dominating the meta, the Fennec meta? The mission pistol is definitely living up to that time to kill. Definitely working here for the favors of Elevate. Puck now. Next round's gonna be opening up. Skirt's gonna be able to get the first blood. Reef able to get PJ away as well. Sano good for 1 elimination. Reef good for 2. And that's gonna be Kalo and Kendi here all alone right from the get-go.
And that's the bounce back that STE needed. Finally, some players headed out towards that further side and they get to punish Elevate. And despite the amount of utilities thrown in there, not good enough to stop Reef from making the plays. There we have it. A minute and 27 seconds. There's 30 seconds just gone by and you already had 5 players go down in this round, on this lobby, in this server. Whatever you may call it. STE still will look to try to play for info, maintain their hold on the A side.
They check everything here so cautiously, every bit of angle. The FTX is gonna be watching the crosshair. Does Kenny go for the challenge? Oh, Kalo slips by. The FTX, I think he knows as well. Oh, Kalo, don't go for the chow.
Risky.
Still holding down this angle as well. It's actually gonna fly through. No information right there, but they can go for
they're
the kick
baiting
at any time as well.
Oh, they're baiting. They might be baiting. They might pivot this, but never mind. FDX, the delivery, man. Gonna deliver that first kill. It's 3v2, but Kendi finds one. Power position in his hands. STE needs to close this gap down. Finds one in the FDX clutch. Saves STE from another 3-0 start from Elevate.
Imagine if he had more bullets on his chamber. Could have been disastrous there for set of STE, but FDX making it happen on the first round here for the side of Stalwart Esports. And to go for a pickoff here, actually going to be a 4-1 split. Kendi's going to be all alone out here on the versus Ace side. No sense of aggression at all here from the side of STE. And look at player 2 PJ already pushed out there towards the B side.
So much freedom coming through for Elevate on that B side. No idea whether STE knows that the push has not been made just yet. They haven't even carried the bomb at the moment. They're looking for PJ. They have a rat infestation in the B cubby. All down to Clove. Try to extinguish this rat right here. Just so happened that it's the King PJ himself, droning, waiting for an opportunity to strike on the other flip. Got Reef taking down Kendi, so that's the first blood on this map. And Clove would just have to hold this down for a while.
Oh, that should be a calling as well. I don't know if he hears it, but one player draws back away, but Jai's gonna be able to bait it out as well. PJ doesn't bite it at all. Playing all patiently. Push out ready there on the ace side now, coming through. Player 4, Sano watching the back. Now it's gonna be fired here for PJ. Doesn't get the kill. Unfortunate for him. And FTX, they're gonna be on a steel tower. Gonna be able to hold on to the overview by Clovis. Current finds the OP kill on the process. PJ's out as well. Susano all alone. Up against FDX. Off the sniper. Gets it done, but Susano finds the kill. Now it's a 1v3 though, but 30 seconds left on the clock. If you are Star Wars Esports, play for your time. And they're gonna be able to shut him away. 2 for 2. Here we go.
Here we go. Looking pretty good here. It's STE. Great bounce back again to finals first bloods. Trying to lurk this one out.
Defend the objectives. They have the bomb.
True here. Did the next mixture. Could be a 1 for split once again, and Kendi
Where?
finds
Wow.
Giant Glow. Oh,
Another one for
one.
Kendini Ballerini. Just 2 more guys left here for Star Wars Esports and FDX. Hello. The mailman is here.
Goodbye.
Unfortunately, the mailman doesn't deliver on a Sunday. FDX falls down.
Ready up.
Elevate takes the lead once again.
Mishap some timings here for set of SCE. Now elevated puck on the lead once again. A chance to go up by 2 here before the second half close. First half closes out. Moves over towards the second. Once again, Kenny looking to get the shot to connect. But Grenade able to actually override his visuals. Guy's gonna be all alone now. Here he finds PJ away. Looks to get another. Hello is there for the trade. Skirt here. Behind the smoke. Not really looking to go for the push, but Susano finds
wow.
Glow away. Skirt goes for the spray, finds Susano through as well. Halo longing to get the trade, able to get one. Nope, never mind. Reef punishes him. Yopi, Kendi from the back, missing both of his shots. The third connects though. That's a 1v2.
Here we go. FDX and Reef. Going to be an opportunity for you to tie up before the switch of half. On the middle, they spot him. You don't have to contest this guy right here, right now. Kendini got 7 kills. And again, he gotta pick up that bomb. Nice angle to be in right now. It's the top floor, so FTX will not have angle on him right now, but you're taking this one really slow is how you want to do it. If you're STE, you got the numbers advantage. Don't have to be the one overextending here. You don't want to play the Kendi way, and FTX finally, a lot of waiting, gets that kill onto Kendi. That will tie things up. STE, and we're on the attack, and let's see how are they going to approach this. They love to attack aggressive. Let's see what happens in the first half, on the first round.
Big old stack here on his ace side. Elevate puck, gonna go for a 4-1 split as well. FDX finds a double, takes away Kendi and PJ. Susano through the smoke, able to get a hit marker. And it's gonna be a retake here to be fought for. So far, Reef though does get taken out here by the side of Yopi. One guy chases him down. Clo finds one for himself, make it a double. Yopi, good for
Jai.
2 eliminations. And now it's gonna be Jai all alone. 1v2 for you, baby.
Yeah, it's the final boss. LeBron James. Gotta have to showcase what he's truly capable of. Slum's MVP, Slumdog Millionaire. Here's all this information. Way too overstimulating for him. But he's waiting for the Yopi cutoff. And Yopi just gonna back away. Doesn't have to contest this. Knows Jai has the best angle to try to take him down when he enters trailer.
I'm gonna pick up the bomb.
Doesn't really have to. You can force this attack right here.
Information gonna be relayed as well. You know exactly where he's gonna be coming from. A double shot to be offered here. Yopi off T, and that's gonna be a tag away. Then it's gonna be Elevate puck taking back the lead.
Not over yet. Ready up.
There we go. On the driver's seat, but that was a nice opening created there by FDX. He found the double kill. Just the control over the trailer was just really what's lacking. They had no utilities to just throw in there to stop that play from Yopi to happen.
Wait for the pick. Again, FDX, another first blood to his name.
First blood. This mailman really be delivering right now. But STE needs to win this game and try to tie things up this match. I tell you what though, Jai needs to step up. A wall bang to take him out. That's just really unfortunate if you're STE. It's still 50-50. He tried to make that push right through the trailer side. It's clear. Yopi finds the kill on Tarif, so no more rat play here for STE. They got the numbers. They can push out all the way towards Barrows, but they don't got anybody there except Yopi, who wins the gunfight. It's all down to FDX once again. Trying to clutch this one up, but the hit mark on the Susano is not how they want that one to end. Elevate now up by 2 rounds.
Last 2 as well for them to close things out here on the grand finals for the regional championship here on Garena. E looking to go for a stack on his B side. Nate's gonna be flying. The concussions, the trophies are dropped. Susano finds the first blood. Kalo follows it up in a second, making a third for Kalo. And it's gonna be a total collapse for the side of STE on his B side. Susano checks on, walks on the reef.
Eat this win right here.
Oh!
Wow.
2v1!
What is the, it's a nice save. It's a nice save here for STE. And they still get to plant that bomb, but they got no information on where Yopi is at right now. But they can play the crossfire here. They can even swing that bomb over towards A, but again, no information. No security around your flank.
No dead silence.
Don't even know where Yopi is. And again, for Yopi, gonna have to crouch this one through. Gonna play like a penguin. Going into that A side, and if you are STE, you're trying to clear all corners. You really have no information where he is. The timing is unreal. Running through, bomb is about to get planted, and Yopi the chance to put his team in the best advantage possible. Time to strike. Yopi 1 Kenobi. It's gonna get shut down by Reef. What a save by STE.
Game as close as ever. Only 1 up now here for the side of Elevate Puck. Howard Esports, and they get the equalizer so far. Leading the lobby here with the most eliminations has been Reef with 10 to his name. Clove has been pretty stale. Only good for 2, and now it's gonna be a big stack once again here on his A side.
There's no guy holding down that mid-map. If you are STE, you want to shut down Yopi and PJ inside of that hill. And you do find the first one. But again, Yopi just too good to get those eliminations to tie up the numbers game. STE trying to will themselves through here with a giant 2-piece around the back to shut down Kendi.
Yeah, if this round just goes into the favor of STE once again, and it has to, which is Shy, making it work. Holding the angle down. Off the nade as well. That's going to be Jai alerted. And gets a shot. Oh, flick to the face. Susano.
Wow.
Get a shot. Now it's 2v2. 1. Behind the steel wall.
way.
Going to go for the
What?
shot, but no, it doesn't connect.
They have no clue where Spirit is. But they're going to try to filter this one out. That's the first one. FDX has to deliver once again here. As the only player alive for STE, you want to stop the bleeding and make this game a tie game. Kalo is gonna shut him down through a wall bang.
Match point.
It's a bang, bang, bangity bang. It's a bang, bang, bangity bang. Kalo puts Elevate at game point.
Match point. 1 more round to become the back-to-back arena regional champions here on 2025 Cali.
Defend the objectives. They have
See
the bomb.
if Elevate can deal the final blow. Do the unthinkable. After 3 back-to-back series losses against Stalwart Esports, can they come back stronger and finally put this game to an end?
Play for picture for set of STEs. Nate's gonna fly through towards the B side. Gonna be 2 trophies on board. On the barrel side. 2 players on trailer. 1 on triple blocks. They're on the B side. Another Nate flies in, but no connections at all. Oh, STE sweating bullets. Don't know what's up.
First blood will help you win this game if you're FDX. 2 rounds to force overtime.
Oh.
And there goes the first blood. Wall back to take down Kendi. 5v4 situation now. All you just got to do if you're trying to make this push on the A side is stop Yopi from running down the trailer all by himself.
Reef on the other side. PJ just holding this one down. FTX turns back with a sniper as well. Reef check. Oh no, he
wow,
didn't. Oh,
timing
PJ
is
beats him to it.
crazy.
4-4. Dono's turn to make the spotlight. Building a sniper here, tight angle to go. But the information can be relayed, but Jai! Look at the shot to connect, and it's gonna be an opener now here on his B side. Jai good for 2. Kalos and Sano out. PJ Yopi, the sub duo left.
Gert gonna try to run one away. They got the numbers advantage. They don't got to rush this thing out. They can wait for FDX to make the flank here. Got 10 kills. Flank against PJ. Successful. One more guy to go. It's Yopi that he manages to flush. STE remains alive in this match. 1 round to go towards overtime.
We need it. They need it badly. Popping off so far, FTX with 12 kills to his name as well. On the other side, Kalo, 11. 10 for the sets of Sano. They let go of this A side this time around, expecting a bit of a B execution. They're probably just relying for the retake.
Floods again for FDX has just been the answer in stopping Elevate from getting any opportunity to win this. Jai. Having it really rough all the way on the first half to just dropping a double on that one just to keep STE with another round win. Laper pick. X-Rock strat. How you want to play it. Your STE, you still haven't really burst down any of your utilities just yet, so that might come in handy later on. Do try to play the long game, but you gotta avoid the sniper picks here once again. Here we go.
Oh! Andy missing the second
What?
shot as well! No. Gotta hit those, but Kalo's gonna be pushed up as well towards the mid-map. Can offer a pretty fast wrap around if ever. Now you know for a fact it's going to be a B execution here. FTX gets the first blood. PJ gets the second. Make it a double for the side of Elevate Puck. Sasano gets Reef as well. And that's the players of STE here. Trapped here to go for the strike here on the B side. And it's going to be skirted away from the scene as Elevate Puck are your Garena regional champions.
And that's it. Elevate lock it in on the search and destroy. And after 3 straight losses to Stalwart from Garena Masters 9, and here in the Garena Regional Qualifiers, they stare down the final round and deliver under pressure. Once again, Elevate are your back-to-back Garena Regional Qualifiers champions.
GG's, well played. Able to close it out here on map 5. Standing at 42. Dono getting the most impact here with 144 overall kills. Going on their way. Low was stale there for a set of STE, but hey, it is what it is.
And this wasn't just a win, man. This was a statement. The rivalry was almost rewritten by STE. They lost Garena Masters 9. They lost twice on those series at the Upper and at the Grand Finals. And just earlier today, they got swept 3-0. And after those losses, finally, Elevate woke up and chose to get it done here. They fell for a short time, but tonight, they showed the world what champions are made of. Elevate rise, and the crown is still theirs.
GG's, well played. Oof, what a prolonged game here. But a big turnaround overall. I mean, they were still able to defend their throne here, and it didn't really seem like that on the narrative right from the projection scale. I mean, they lost Garena Masters 9 up against STE, they lost in the upper bracket finals, and now you move over. Here, we're at the grand finals where it's their last regional tournament. They are able to defend their throne here, Cali.
And again, I'm not really mad right now that STE lost this game. Because from what I saw today, STE can win it for as long as they got the mindset to do so. You saw that 3-0. That hasn't been done since by STE, and they did. But unfortunately, Elevate will take it home. And the MVP of this map is Aurora. I'm at Kalo. 11 kills, 1,465 points to his name. And we've been begging for an MVP for Kalo all series long. Finally, He did show up today with that majestic lipstick of his.
Beautiful as always. For the side of Kalo, I mean, Kalo has always been a proficient player for the side of Elevate Puck, special on Search and Destroy, so hey, able to get it done here at the last and final map here on a regional championship. Congratulations once again towards Elevate Puck. Though each for its valiant efforts, but hey, fortunately for you two, see you at Katowice, Poland at November 7 and 9.
Here we go. Elevate, definitely the champions, and STE going in here despite losing to Elevate. I for sure am confident that Elevate and STE will bring pride to the Codem World Championship. The rivalry ends here today, because when we see them come right back up November 7 and 9, we will stand as a region to support our two best teams to send out to the World Championship. Elevate will look to try to defend their title, and if not, it's STE that will look to try to carry on the hopes and dreams of all the teams that played this competition this year. Elevate and STE, you are our pride, and on the world stage, we have your back.
Yeah, definitely, man, and we're definitely gonna be having their back there on the world stage, Callie.
I hope so.
I hope so. Visas. That's definitely gonna be another topic that we might have to talk about later on, but somewhere down the road. But hopefully it's not gonna be a problem for any of these teams overall. But ladies and gentlemen, something's up here. We started things off with the box of hardpoint with 250 to 159. Went to the side of Elevate Puck. Same goes for the side of the Search and Destroy. Tunisia 71, 3-0 raid control. Name it. Slumps hardpoint. Bit of a, a bit of a rocket road there for the side of Elevate Puck. But fortunately, though, here at Fire Range Search and Destroy, they're able to close it out, avoiding that overtime up against STE.
And that was a really close fight right there. I almost felt like that if STE showed up a little bit more on this firing range S&D, they could have forced a map number 6 in this game, or map number 7, knowing that they have a +1 advantage. And I felt like, I think it was just the best opportunity for Elevate to just win it in just this 5 maps to play. Because like if they even had to go to a crossfire control, you already know that's S&D, that's STE's best map pick, Warden. And they showed that they're capable of going in for a 3-0 there.
The player of the match is going to be no other than Elevate Puck PJ himself with 141 kills and an average scoreline of 7,204.
And again, Elevate are your champions. Back-to-back in the Garena Regionals. They will look to try to carry home the first ever back-to-back World Championship title for Garena. And maybe this year, with our performance, we get the opportunity to bring 3 slots for 2026. It all comes down to this, Warden.
All comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. There's something's up for the journey in the Garena region. We already have our 2 champions ready to put out there on the World Championship. It is going to be Stalwart Esports and Elevate Puck, the Red Rebellion. Callie, I'm pretty excited in what's about to come in November 7 and 9.
I mean, what a journey has it been, right? And what a finale that we got to witness here with Elevate winning through, through a comeback, right? They lost up against STE on the upper bracket finals, but did their way into a 5-map win, right? So that's definitely going to be GG's for them. Elevate have finally claimed, again, another title for their own. But, again, Elevate and STE will be our 2025 Garena Regional Qualifiers champion. And Stalwart Esports, despite not being able to close it out in this grand finals, they are still through wires until the very end. They pushed their absolute limit, Warden. They got the 3-0 up against Elevate today. That was the first time that we get to see that happen. And again, this rivalry will continue to be remembered as one of the greatest this region has ever seen. But now a new chapter begins, and with the region behind them and the momentum at their backs, Elevate and Stalwart Esports set their sight on the biggest stage of all. Our top 2 teams to advance to the World Championship Finals for Garena is Stalwart Esports and Elevate Puck.
Yeah, I mean, it all started off here on the group stage where they actually dropped a map here. But moving over now here towards the playoffs, I mean, starting things off here with Scary. Put up a 3-0 for them. They moved back now towards the upper bracket finals with a 3-0 sweep from the side of Stalwart Esports. Dropped down here on the upper lower bracket finals. 0-3 there for Team Star Magic. Elevate Puck able to climb back there on the grand finals, and Elevate Puck able to secure it now on game 5.
And here it was. Our bracket definitely looked to be one of the very best, but again, it has all come down to this, Warden. And then finally, we get to conclude our stage 4 teams. Right now, we move on to the stage 5, and you got Elevate as the #1 seed in Garena, and #2 would be Stalwart Esports.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of things to come by with as well. I mean, they're going to be joining in with the boys from Galeris, Amigos Gaming, Street Gaming, alongside Yavolos. So, and yeah, I mean, those are your current, competitors on the World Championship here for this 2025.
And I'm proud that we get to send out our 2 best teams, and I'm still really crying about not having TSM here as the 3rd team to actually represent us, because unfortunately we only got 2 slots this year. And well, maybe with our performance this time, we get to convince Activision that, hey, this time we gotta give it to the world champions from 2024. I mean, I don't know what to say, because I really want us to have a 3rd team right now because of how much talent that we got this season. And talking about TSM, it is really them that were the dark horse and almost tried to take away a game up against Stalwart Esports. But Warden, before we end this, you got anything more to say?
Well, come again, bro. Much love for TSM, man. I really love the boys. And what's real break? Olea just told you, bro. We got this. We got this in the bag on the grand finals. And yeah, I'm just pretty proud here for the setup of Elevate Puck and Stalwart Esports. Ali, you threw me the honors. I'm gonna throw it back to you, man. You do the honors to close things out, bro.
From redemption to domination and to destiny, Elevate and Stalwart Esports are our champions at heart. They are our champions going forward. Good GGs to all, and good luck to Elevate and Stalwart Esports. We'll be cheering you on at the world stage. Once again, this is Cali down here with Warden. You just finished a whole season of Garena Regional Qualifiers 2025. Thank you guys for having us here. We'll bid you guys good night.